Today is day 55 of 100 days of random acts of kindness. Today is Leah's birthday. Feel free to leave a comment. I still don't know how to do that or read them, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. To wish her a happy 34th birthday. She was with us for the weekend, so Hannah and Milan are here for the weekend. And we surprised her with a trip to Aldago Ranch, which is packed full, I didn't even do that on purpose, of alpacas. And the owners, Natalie and Francois, were these beautiful humans who just let us in, and Leah and Hannah and Keith went in. I'm nervous of animals on a good day. I probably would have gone in otherwise, but between my immune system and if I were to fall or hurt myself or something, me bleeding out is quite likely. So I stayed behind the fence, but the alpacas were right there on the other side of the fence. We got to watch whoever wanted to feed them apples and this alpaca feed. I'm not sure what it was made of. And they were just so welcoming. And I emailed Natalie not long ago, sometime this week, and just asked if we could come this morning and visit the alpacas. And she knows that I'm sick because there's a community page, a Facebook community page. I'm not on Facebook actively, but I do belong to some community pages and some cancer pages. And so she knows I'm sick, and at Christmas time, things just kind of got away from us. I had a bad reaction to some drugs, and I usually take care of the Christmas tree and set everything up to get rid of it, and I totally forgot this year. It was just not a priority. So I put it on the community page about what we can do with it now that it's like the middle of January. It had been outside, and Natalie messaged me and said she has an alpaca farm, and the alpacas would love to eat the tree or rub up against the tree, as long as obviously there were no decorations or tinsel or anything. So we took it over and got to see the alpacas in January. And then so I reached out to her again and said, listen, my friend is quite an animal lover. It's her birthday on Saturday. Do you think we could come over? So welcoming. Come whenever you want. I'll try to have treats out. And they were incredible. We were there almost an hour and a half. We got to see so much of how the alpacas interact. They were super knowledgeable. Unfortunately, about after 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, I can't stand terribly long without feeling quite nauseous anymore. So I had to go sit in the car, which is unfortunate, but I was really happy that everybody else stuck around and got to enjoy these really cute animals. And then we went into like a little barn, and there were, they had just shaved the alpacas, so we got to feel the alpaca fur or hair, and see some of the stuff that they sold. Natalie just learned how to do an alpaca origami. So the three of us walked away with these little origami alpacas. They're so cute. And so that was my random act of kindness. There was no fee. She didn't ask us for anything. We asked how we could support them, and they gave us some ideas kind of in the future, but just so sweet. And, you know, when you meet people like that, I just feel constantly like there's so much going on, and there's always a new horrible headline from the States. And I mean, even within Canada, there seems daily. And, you know, we run into people. I talked about that guy from the MRI yesterday, and he kind of set the tone, unfortunately, a little bit for the day. And then you contrast that with people like Natalie and Francois, who are just these beautiful people who open up their farm and let us in and got to celebrate Leah's birthday, who she just loves animals. And it was just a really lovely day. And these kind of memories are just so crucial to me anymore. And I just try to, even if the day is kind of shadowed sometimes with nausea or pain or fatigue or whatever it is, when something like this is accomplished, I feel like it's such a good day, even with all that other stuff. And that was just what today was. And I'm just really grateful with every random act of kindness. I'm really grateful. And so again, I just feel like I keep repeating myself about speaking, like working with your strengths And this is another one. If you have anything, any hobby or anything, try to maybe expose someone to something. My mom is a knitter. If she showed up and said, "Do you want to try to learn to knit? I brought my extra needles," or that is one needle that I will touch. Or if Johanna one time brought me plasticine when I was post-op one time. And she said, like, just to keep your arms moving and your hands strong, because all my surgeries were on my chest and I was stuck in bed. And so it was something that I could do and manipulate while I was in bed. That's something I would have never thought about. So just exposing people who are sick or going through a hard time or have cancer to something different, especially when somebody has a terminal illness and might not get to experience these things without your guidance or exposure, is pretty crucial. So today was just another great day, and happy Canada Day, everybody. I know it's tomorrow, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.